All right, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana, and my requirements to see if anybody is serious getting into this business, besides the first phone call, which should have been through an interview process to see if you're committed, you're serious, you've got the money, you've got the time, and most important, you've got the desire and the teachability to follow instructions and make some money online through 2 or 3 systems. One is through Wealthy Affiliate, which is an affiliate program and an educational program to help you build your website. You're going to need Wealthy Affiliates training to do that, and you're going to need to be able to purchase a domain name. Now, we're going to talk about the importance of what type of domain name I suggest you get on a telephone. We've determined that you're serious about this, you have the time and money for this, you have the desire and the teachability to do this. Now, if you have those qualifications, you can have a mobile income anywhere in the world, and it's great because it keeps building month after month after month, year after year, and it will easily replace what most people are earning or easily supplement that in a part-time basis. Okay, you don't want a free website. You're going to go to the on a domain I own button. Let's get past some of this stuff because you don't have time to waste it. I don't either. The thing is, you need to get in one that is almost all of these are mobile. You're going to need to make sure it's mobile, and you need to constantly test your design on a cell phone size website, even on your laptop, because most people are using the cell phone. That's trick number 2. Not only that, but you need to get the message needs to be simple, complete, and easily accessible by your fingers or a stylus, either way. And if you can't access your buttons by your finger or your stylus, you need to redesign it so you can. It needs to be readily accessible by finger or stylus. All right, this is a Godaddy site here, and you're going to pick a domain. Since you're going to be a coach and a trainer, I want you to use your full name, or first and last name at least. Now, my full name is Roger Lee Martin. I already have rogerleemartin.com, so when I select the domain search here on the right, it's going to tell me that that domain is already taken. I own that. So if you've got a common name like John Smith, it's not going to work. You're going to need a middle initial, or you're going to need a team behind it, or a group. So if I go Roger Lee Martin and I search again, now that is available. And these people are going to be part of your team. You can use team or group. I prefer team, but group is also possible. And see, it is also available. Okay, let me stop this. We'll move on to the third part here. Now, for this Roger Lee Martin, let's go back over here again. Move this around. This is Roger Lee Martin Group, because I couldn't find Roger Lee Martin. I already own that domain. That's going to cost you $11.99 a year. You can put add to the cart after you get into GoDaddy an account, and you're going to pay that much a year for your domain name. That does not include your hosting. Do not use GoDaddy as a host. You're going to use Wealthy Affiliates as your host. They'll do up to, I think, 20 domain names. You're only going to need 1 or 2 domain names, 3 at the most. We'll talk about that too. But you're going to pay that much a year for your domain name, and you're going to pay part of that $50 a month for Wealthy Affiliate is going to be your hosting through Wealthy Affiliate. And we'll show you how to get all that set up. On your nutritional companies, it's not that way, but on these online sites that have been around a while, they all have phone numbers. They have 24/7 support. So GoDaddy's got that. That's why I say to get it through GoDaddy. You can also get that at Wealthy Affiliate, generally speaking. Let me just show you my site here. These are some of the links. This is my domain name.com. Success starts here. Now watch what happens when I shrink this down to through a cell phone size. You notice how this shrinks here. This has to be easily readable and easily usable. It has to be clear, simple, complete, and easily accessed. We'll show you how to get this stuff set up so it's done right and people can use your site on a cell phone. We'll show you more of these tricks that are essential because people are using their cell phone more than they are a laptop. Again, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana, and I'll list the things you need to do to get your website and domain name and how to get it hooked up into Wealthy Affiliate, how to transfer that for Wealthy Affiliate hosting, and how to use this on a cell phone for web design and the template and so forth, and how to get hooked up to your Wealthy Affiliate site. There'll be more links and videos on that. Again, this is Roger Martin from Billings, Montana. Let's do this. It's going to be a very exciting time, and we'll catch you later. And I'll show you how to do that, and then let's get your website hooked up, and we'll go from there, step by step. Catch you later. Bye.